ANC is hitting various spots today as we leave Niklaus. The party is making a long list of promises in a bid to win over voters ahead of the local government elections. Its Treasurer General Paul Mashatile has been promising job opportunities, housing, roads, water and electricity during his door-to-door campaign in Mfuleni in Cape Town this week. Newzroom Afrika reporter Nasiphi Same is live for us now in Saldanha Bay ahead of Mashatile's campaign there. And Nasiphi, it'll be very interesting to see if the case being put forward by Paul Mashatile will be enough to change the minds of people in areas such as Cape Town, because currently it's pretty much a DA city.
Well, that is indeed true. Where we currently are, Saldanha Bay, and this municipality is also governed by the Democratic Alliance. Before, it was governed by the African National Congress, and the ANC is going to various wards within this community to try and convince the voters not only to vote for the ANC ward candidates, but to ensure that the municipality goes back to the hands of the African National Congress. But to talk more regarding his campaign, I'm joined by the ANC's Treasurer General here, Paul Mashatile. Sir, earlier on this week you were in Mfuleni making a number of promises. What do you have for the community of Saldanha Bay in regards to what you're putting on the table?
We are currently in Middle Post in Saldanha Bay. I'm with Siyabulela. Siyabulela is our candidate who will be standing for the elections here. This is a very stronghold of the ANC, this ward. But the challenge they have, as you can see, it's housing. You can see the people in this section in particular are in shacks. They are living in shacks. There is no proper connectivity of electricity. Although they do have some water, but there's a problem with meters. People have not been metered properly. But Siyabulela is at the forefront of engaging with the community here to see how we can get these issues obviously resolved. In particular, we will be happy. We are encouraging the people to vote for the ANC so that we can deal with these challenges as a municipality. At the moment, the municipality is under the DA. So although we may have a ward candidate here, obviously it will be difficult for our challenges to be properly addressed unless we win the municipality. So our comrades are going to continue doing door-to-door campaigning. When we leave to go to Atlantis, they will continue. I have encouraged them to do door-to-door campaigning every day until after the elections.
We know that there's an issue of the small-scale farmers here raising a number of concerns, which is obviously a unique problem to towns within the West Coast outside of the metro. How are you looking at addressing that, including some of those challenges that they've had, leading to protest action a couple of weeks ago?
Well, when I was in the city earlier on, there were a number of problems that were raised, including the fact that the fishermen in this area have complained. Remember when Saldanha Steel closed down, many people lost their jobs, and many of them resorted to fishing. But there is a quota that has been given for fishing, and they feel the number is quite low. They want to fish more. But we have promised them that Comrade Barbara Christie will address those challenges. They would like her to come to this area. So I said I'll convey the message to her so she can engage with them. But also there is great potential for renewable energy, gas to power. So we believe that if the municipality work well with the provincial and national government, we should push hard for renewable energy in this area, and we can employ a lot of people.
You said that the ANC was governing this particular municipality, and now it is in the hands of the Democratic Alliance. What did the ANC do wrong, and how are you looking at correcting those wrongs and convincing the electorate that they can trust you again?
Well, one of the reports that I got was internal fights amongst comrades. I've spoken to them about issues of unity, working together. But as you know, that this time, when we appointed our ward candidates, we also involved the community. So our ward candidate has the support of the community as well. And we believe that that will work to our advantage because the community is happy. You can see when you drive around here that everybody's like, yes, yes, ANC. So we believe that working hard, we should be able to win this municipality.
With the party funding bill, would you understand that the ANC is looking at, making some amendments in this regard? Can you just outline some of the amendments that you would like the Minister of Home Affairs to look into?
Well, the Minister of Home Affairs is currently looking at amending the Political Party Funding Act to look at how to fund independence, because it is the first time in national elections that provision has been made for independence, but there was no funding formula. In the course of doing that amendment, we have also taken the opportunity to ask the Minister to look at other matters that we want addressed. One of them, we believe that the ceiling of 15 million rands a year donation from an individual or a company is quite low, because we are a very big organization, so we want to raise a lot of money. Secondly, we believe that funding for research and training from abroad, foreign funding, is also too low at 5 million a year. We think there shouldn't be such a ceiling. And also the disclosure. We have no problem with the disclosure, but we think it's very tedious. At 100,000 rands is quite low, and it's creating a lot of admin work for us. So we are raising those issues with the Minister. And lastly, we want the government to increase funding to political parties. Currently, the funding is quite low, and it really forces political parties to rely on private interests.
Thank you so much. Treasurer General of the ANC, Paul Mashatile there, giving us an update regarding his door-to-door campaign political funding bill and some of the amendments they're looking at the Home Affairs Minister to look into in regards to that. We do know that later on in the city of Cape Town, more than 100 kilometers away from where we currently are, the ANC in the Western Cape, together with the TG and also NEC member Ms. Naledi Pando, will be addressing some of the residents in the city of Cape Town and hopefully other, Western Cape residents in regards to some of the promises that they are putting on the table, not only in the various communities and wards, but also to take over the provinces. We do know that the Western Cape has been in the hands of the Democratic Alliance for about 2 terms now, and they're hoping that, the unity that they have been preaching to the residents of the Western Cape and self-correcting will be that ultimate push for them to steer towards the direction of the ANC come the local government elections on the 1st of November.
Nasiphi Same live for us in the Western Cape this afternoon. Nasiphi, thank you.